Alright, here's my Pokemon Cube. And of course, it's all shiny. I just came back from the local card show. Got a couple packs right here. Got a couple slabs right here. And I know you want to see them, so I'm going to show them to you. Mega Venusaur EX, $1. Conqueror V, $1. Wobbuffet V, $2. Now you may be thinking to yourself, those aren't very valuable cards. But maybe you aren't thinking straight. Ultra Ball, Hollow, not valuable? Rare Candy, Full Art, not valuable, you say? Well, see, the thing is, a lot of these cards you may be thinking, Reverse Hollow? No one cares about rare candies. In fact, no one even cares about A-Specs that you get at $1. Full Art, Charcadet. This isn't arbitrage. This is Pokemon TCG Cube. I'm tired of people saying these don't have value. Wait till you see my TCG Cube. Let's go. People out there are thinking about Pokemon in a crazy way. In a way which just stonks. But what if you actually played the game? Well then, my friend, some cards might have actual value. Now you rip the latest packs. You got the chase. And all you were left with was a whole bunch of bulk. What can you do with this bulk that could be fun and interesting? Let me introduce you to the Pokemon TCG Cube Shiny Edition. That's right. Every single one of these cards is shiny. Reverse hollows as far as the eye can see. Everything's shiny. So the concept of the cube is pretty simple. Every color has one Stage 2 evolution. This is Vileplume, Gloom, Oddish. We run a 4-3-4. Then you have a main line, single color evolution to help them out. Usually a utility. And then don't forget, utility mons. So 3 Shuckles, 3 Celebes. And then the specialty of the cube, Pokemon that have 2 colors. And that I run a 3-4 on. So here, you have that good old spider. And here, you have that good old tree. And every color, of course, must have a chase. In this case, Scyther, chasing the scissor. For fire, it's a little bit different. Stage 2 is mixing with the normal. But we still have a 4-3-4 and a 2-4 on the support here. And since red's kind of mono, I'm just going to give it another Evo line. And for the mixers, we got Charcadet with, of course, the full art for a little hit right there. And he's bleeding into the Psychic. Another full red, 2-4, Magmortar, Magmar. And for another bleed in, we got Houndoom and Houndour, a 2-4. So there's nothing to it. Take your favorite Stage 2 in the color, 4-3-4 it. That's 4 Stage 2, 3 Stage 1, and 4 basics. Then put some other colors in there, some other Evo lines, you know? Make the color hype. And if you can make them all shiny, even better. Now your goal is to build a pack for each color. And they should be roughly the same size. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work out. And then you could put a little mystery thing like all the EVs, you know? Each one of them gets a color, except for Steel. And then you can put some chase cards, like one Charizard, Radiant, so he doesn't have to evolve. And a Radiant Jirachi. Now you're going to want to shuffle them up. You know, you made them all into nice, even packs, and now you shuffle them up. This is my technique. I just go rogue and just start putting them everywhere. So that's it. Once they're all rifle shuffled, you put them in one big stack. Now this may seem intimidating, but if you follow the 4-3-4 and do each color and shuffle them, you should have that. Now, to make the cube work, you're going to need roughly half trainer cards. Okay, so here are some of the items that I run in my cube. Rare candy, so you can always gamble and skip the stage 1 evolution. These are healing items. Night Stretcher to get things out of the graveyard. Sacred Ash to put things back from the graveyard. Basic Energy Search with Earthen Vessel. Buddy Buddy Poffin finds you the Pokemon. Boost Shake finds you the evolution. Energy Recirculator again from the discard pile. A whole bunch of balls. And yes, I love Gust of Wind. Special energies, escape ropes, ace specs, energy retrieval, switch, pokepad, energy search, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Pokemon Trader. It's very important that you have these items so the decks, when you draft them, don't feel clunky. You're gonna need Night Stretcher. You're gonna need Energy Search. You're gonna need Ultra Ball. You're gonna need Earthen Vessel. This is a non-negotiable. Now, Gust of Wind and Switch, that's a play style. So, I heavily revolve around that. And Ace Specs, because I'm nice like that. Now you gotta do the trainer supporter cards, roughly the same amount. You can go with a little bit less. But you're gonna need Professor's Research. I'm running 15 of them. Boss's Orders. Honorable Mention, Judge, Crispin, Don. You're gonna need them. And the rest you could do like things that you like Cafe Master, Bird Keeper. But for the love of God, put Professor's Research in there. Next, you add some tools. 10 to 15 tools. I'm running Blindside, Evolution, Choice Belt, Big Air Balloon, and then some, just some ones that I like. Okay, now look, they're roughly the same size, but you haven't entered the tools yet. And if you put the tools on top of the trainers, supporter trainers, they start to match up. And then, of course, you got your stadiums. So here's what I'm going to put for stadiums. I'm going to put Lively Stadium, Gravity Mountain, Jamming Tower, Community Center, Festival Grounds, and Practice Studio. Of course, these ones aren't the biggest deal, Just make sure they're shiny. And then add them to the shiny cube. Now look, these look roughly the same. I put these on top of these. And is it half of this? Better hope so. Ooh. Okay. So I got half monsters, half trainers. And about 400 cards. Okay. Now, what am I missing? Oh, yeah. I gotta shuffle it. The longest part is to shuffle it, I swear. Okay, then you put it all back in a box. This is where you're gonna make your packs at random to draft from. Okay, so that's the cube. And put that away. And you're gonna need 30 or so of each land. You're gonna put it in this box. So there you have it. Everything you need to cube draft Pokemon all in one box. But you think I'm done? No. Because you see there's a thing in Pokemon called a God Pack. And that's what I've created right here. You know all those legendary Pokemon that are basic but a bit too strong and you don't want to put them in your cube? Well, you can make yourself a sidebar, which is nothing but legendaries. Of course, shiny. And you draft these if you want. Tie a little power to the decks. Call this God Pack. So take all your legendaries, put them together, keep them separate. And if you play, ask yourself, do you want to draft a few legendaries? Maybe you play a bit and then you draft a few legendaries. You're wondering, is that where the Conquador and Wobbuffet went? No, they're still here. Because when you take all these V's and EXs, they're a little too strong to put in the God Pack. So you might want to look up Raid Boss, because that's what this is. These are all a bunch of raid bosses. And a raid deck is just energy and trainer cards. Again, I'm not going to fully explain to you how to play a raid. You might want to look it up. But you're definitely going to want to make it part of your cube. God Pack, Raid Bosses, sleeves in a cube. Is this for real? So this is my Pokemon Holo Cube. I don't know how much it's worth. Let's say $500. And it's only growing in value, so I'm gonna protect this with all my life and actually make these cards usable and fun to play. It's a great way to collect, and it's an even better way to play. So let me know, are you making a cube? Is your cube all shiny? I hope so.